I mean, obviously just one of the most popular stages in the game. For a lot of people, it's a reskinned Mammoth Fortress because that used to be the home base for a lot of people. And so here we go. I mean, people still love it. Hexo, of course, rocking the Knicks, who, I mean, we've been talking about the Blasters buff. For some reason, people aren't playing it in doubles, but in singles, yeah, it's getting some love.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
You're gone.
Speaking of you're gone. My man got absolutely blasted. Like, I mean, you got blasted. That was a hard read, bro.
Like, he went all the way down there with that last down there.
Yeah. I mean, that was crazy, too. I mean, like, I think there was like a X pivot down there, too, to get back into the mix first. And then he goes down there to go ahead and make sure he finishes the job. My man, John Wicked him. Like,
yeah,
like,
no, for sure.
Absolutely.
Completely. And, yeah, he just was not doing his best common impression, so the bullets found the mark, but there we go. Hexo is going to lose that stock regardless. I mean, nice response from MAK there, right? When you lose a stock like that so early, so convincingly, there's a very natural tendency to kind of go on tilt from that point forward. But when you're able to respond in such a massively big way like that, where it's basically an even game all over again, that goes to show just kind of the level of mental fortitude that these players have at this level.
I'm almost surprised. My man's playing Petra, no skin. Like, Petra got some of the best skins. And he said, nah, I like Petra. Like, I don't care about no Street Fighter.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, almost chopped the neck off right there, but just barely not being able to get that one. Nice little down air from Hexo here. I mean, that new down air is so good, right? Able to string into itself oftentimes if you get a nice little dodge read. And also it has a grounded version as well. That's really good. So we're seeing Hexo try to make the best use of that. MAK, though, now on this orb, going to be looking for probably a side light there. A down air off the corner with a perfect weapon toss is just barely enough. Hexo not being able to get the magic little pixel on the bottom corner there to refresh those recovery options.
I mean, and straight great awareness right there from MAK to know that I didn't have to go out there and make anything happen. Or maybe he was just like, you know, if you get back, you get back. But yeah, no, just barely off the mark of being able to get that. MAK, though, all the way back into this game, got a lot of damage here onto this stock. That down there going to sling him right back off, but he's able to touch that wall one more time. Big reads coming out from Hexo. Unfortunately, though, not going to be able to get it this time around.
Oh, nice try from MAK to try and catch the landing, but does get punished. The weapon from Hexo is going to go ahead and secure things. But MAK actually having a really good punish game on that orb. I mean, earlier got just one string on MAK and carried him all the way into basically what we're seeing on Hexo now. And so I'm kind of scared here about what happens when MAK gets a read on a Hexo. Hexo going to have to fight back. I mean, those blasters are so good for spacing people out, right? So you got to hold your own, keep them in the corner. I love the aggression with these dash sidelights, right? One of the fastest options of the Blasters kit to turn around with the down air there as well. I mean, Hexo is playing confidently. You kind of have to do that in order to pilot blasters at this level. If you try to play parry with it, you're going to have a tough time.
That down, oh man, just out the range. I think that could have been spelled imminent doom. You know, Petra's got a lot of force here, so had that sidelight side air hit, that might have been it here for Hexo. Hexo, though.
Okay, had to respect it, you know. Always got to throw it out, just to let them know. At any moment.
They like it. Yeah, this sidelight is definitely getting a lot of usage as well, too, as it should. Oh, but he flew too close to the sun. Flew too close to the sun right there. Definitely thought he was going to be able to try to catch him. And there's a lot of movement there on that recovery. So understandably so why you might think that you can just maneuver into your opponent, but the maneuvering of MAK was just a little stronger to line up and get that side air.
Yeah, sometimes that happens, right? Especially with moves like orb recovery, where you try to, punish something like that. It also has a lot of drift, right? So you're like, well, my Blaster's recovery has a lot of drift. So you're trying to match the drift with your own drift. And then you kind of end up in what is a very classic Brawlhalla sequence where someone does something that you think you can punish, you try to punish it, and then they punish you for thinking you could punish it, right? It's a very classic gameplay loop that can happen in Brawlhalla if you aren't on top of your game in recognizing whether or not you're able to secure punishes in situations. And that's just going to be the doom for Hexo in that game 1 due to making that mistake. That slide charge, he could have gone a little lower, but I respect it. He was like, man, you still not jumping? I get it.
I mean, that was a nice opening gambit sequence right there from Hexo, but it looks like it just got all right back immediately here from MAK. MAK orb looking so, okay, 3P's looking so nice. He's actually about to be able to take the stock first. Hold on. There it is. Just marking his opponent, waiting for that last mistake, and boom, check this out. Hold this down heavy.
Man, MAK's punish game has been looking absolutely fantastic thus far. Starving out Hexo from a weapon as well. Gets the turnaround nair and the conversion into the end light. Hexo has this scythe, tries to get it down there. It's not going to work. The immediate turnaround from MAK. And I don't even know if I want to play off the stage against MAK right now. I mean, Hexo has scythe. It's a good weapon for it. I think MAK looks better. Oh, he falls out of the cider. That's honestly a lucky break. Oh, maybe it's not lucky at all.
Not lucky at all, right?
The speed at which he's able to convert off of any situation is absolutely flabbergasting me. This is one of the reasons why we have to play Brawlhalla on LAN sometimes.
Man, I'm going to tell you, right? It looks like it definitely should have been a little more lucky. Like, he got like 777 at the casino, and somebody walked by and kicked it, and then one of the 7s just left. It's like, all right, bro. I'm never going to win out here. And unfortunately, we're looking at a 3 stock right now for Hexo if he cannot get this stock. The blasters, his opening game on the blasters has been very good, but outside of that, okay, there we go, new combo. Going to be able to get that side light to the Sayer, finally get that stock. But geez, you are so far behind right now. You have to have a dynamite stock right here to get any chance of getting back in this game.
Yeah, and that's the thing about blasters as a weapon. When you're behind by this much, I think just like historically, most people don't make the comeback with the weapon. It's possible, but you just have to be so accurate, right? You really have to be on your absolute highest dexterity to go ahead and make this happen just because of how laggy some of these hitboxes can be. The down air changes definitely help, though. It's a really safe move to throw out, but out of the gut, it doesn't even matter. Yep. That's the Ryu after the new patch, bro. He got the laser now and just shinku ping and just absolutely the sniper from across the stage with the side signature on Petra there. I mean, such a good signature. I mean, like there's not too many legends in Brawlhalla that have like, you know, I'll say projectiles in quotation marks because I think Thatch is still, to this day, the only character with an actual projectile in Brawlhalla because the cannonballs stay active even if you hit him. Meanwhile, for, you know, all the other characters, let's say someone like Vivi or someone like Petra, if you hit her while she is doing that attack, the projectile she's throwing out will disappear.
Even Sidra too?
Sidra too?
Cannonball?
Yep.
That's crazy. Shouts Thatch. Anyway. All right, so listen, I'm gonna be real with you. I almost have no faith in the stage ever, like, and that's almost all based off of last year's VCX. So, but we'll see. You know, I know usually and historically, I don't really know a lot of Brawlhalla players that love triplats. So, you know, could be just one of those things where, like, I know you probably hate this more than me, so let's see what happens. Or maybe Hexo just really wants to try to get some triplats involved. These double down air Sayers kind of working out for him, though. Hold on.
Yeah, and I know, you know, especially with the blasters, sometimes you can get like a down air, and then you're able to reset your jumps off the platform and then kind of keep juggling them with down airs off of the platform. And so maybe Hexo's thinking about something in that realm. Otherwise, I'm not entirely sure what the game plan is here, but I mean, we haven't seen much from this scythe, right? Every time Hexo's picked it up, he's kind of gotten clapped. Yeah, and that's exactly what's going to happen here. Just hasn't been able to start up any retaliation, and MAK absolutely bulldozing into the lead here, but not without a nice little answer from Hexo. Hexo staying, trying to stay relevant at least, you know, bringing the stock count back to even, but can we get a game? Can we put something on the board here to say, all right, I'm here to fight my absolute hardest?
That's a really good point, too, of the fact that, like, when I'm thinking about, like, if you have to make a comeback, right, and with Nyx, I'm thinking about that scythe.
Yeah, same.
This scythe has definitely not been able to, like, really show up at all. So it's really just been all on his blasters. And as you pointed out earlier, blasters is not one of those weapons that you're going to get that hard carry off the blast zone, off like a reed and yellow, like you would with scythe. So, yeah, unfortunately, going to be on, you know, unarmed right here, too. Almost ran directly into that that fireball, but ends up getting another blasters. Hopefully he can make something happen with this, get a little more damage. As they are in the same stock, so at least that's working out for him. He's really denying a lot of entry here to the middle of the stage. MAK finally finding it right here, though.
And this is a thing, right, where it's like, Hexo gets caught going for a grab to cancel D-like, gonna lose a stock for it. Hey, when you think about the way that MAK has lost all these stocks thus far, it's been mainly from like either like a stray Sayer, a sidelight Sayer. We haven't seen, I don't think, a singular D-light recovery to actually take a KO off the top there. So that kind of speaks to the level of accuracy Hexo has been able to get with that move in particular. And now with the scythe in hand, it's pretty much just getting tossed around the stage. There's not really much fight here, right? It seems like he's trying to space out around MAK to maybe be able to position some of these attacks. There we go. Finally gets, I believe, what, 2 down airs to secure the stock, but now without getting sent to the light orange on his final stock.
That boy was Cypher looking like my Cypher, man. I was like, hold on, bro. Like, you know, you pick it up like, hey, what does this do? What does this do real quick?
Which button is this again? Oh, yeah, that's what it does. Yeah, exactly.
The active inputs. Uh-oh. Like,
oh, man, is that enough? There's no way. Yeah, there's a lot of defense onto on Nyx as a legend. Hexo that N6's not going to be enough. Even though Petra does have really high force, and the weapon toss off the Heezy, not enough to KO outright, but maybe an easy edge guard. No, nice retaliation in air there coming up from Hexo, but at this point, and this is a really hard game to come back from, but Nyx does have that N-Sig on blasters to bring things around. Are you going to be able to convert?
Oh my God,
recovery with the down air, and we get the clutch. We're going to game number 4. MAK did not look out for the singular win condition in that position. The N-Sig is the thing that loses you the match there, right? You have to have your eyes open for it, but you have to give Hexo the credit where credit is due. You knew what your win condition was, you played toward it, and then got the cheesy early KO to keep yourself alive in this set.
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, this is where the stage really pays off, because there's really not that much places you can go here on tournaments to try to touch that wall, to try to get a recovery. And so he just, right in the right spot that he needed to be. If he had mistimed it, maybe he got hit, but he did not mistime it. So great stuff to Hexo. You said his one win condition found, and now, okay, so let's get a little more wall in here, but we're still going to keep the triplats going here on the Mishima Dojo.
Okay, so here we go. I mean, Hexo gonna go ahead and grab those blasters. This stage, you know, the platform, also that tri-platform layout, but you have a little bit more wall to work with, and the platform height, you know, slightly different, which could potentially change the way some of these interactions work. But otherwise, I mean, all things considered, that was MAK's game to lose, right?
Yeah.
Like, all things considered, that was pretty much a 3-0 waiting to happen, and then Hexo was able to clutch up at the last moment, but I'm still not necessarily convinced that over the longevity of the set that Hexo is going to be able to bring things all the way back. We're going to need more adjustments. Sometimes you get that cheeky little play to squeak out a win, but how will you convert it into 3?
Yeah, and honestly, it's really just all off the back of his blasters. Like, the scythe is like a non-factor right now. Almost every time I've seen that scythe get in his hand, it's just been, you know, he's getting bodied.
Yep.
No weapon in hand right there. Great Shoryu, though, coming out from MAK to go ahead and get that first stock. And the next weapon Hexo's going to have to pick up is going to be a scythe. So, see what he can do this time around. Only get some hits. Oh, he tried to end it all right there. I like the idea. Wait a minute, the site's starting to do a little something this time around.
Good drift coming out there from MAK. I love the attempt at the N-Sig from Hexo, but MAK just playing defense really well there. And nice catch on the recovery with the scythe. The scythe finally starting to get some plays. That's what we want to see. Hexo saying, you know what, that's enough for now. Let me go ahead and hop right back on these blasters. Almost got that really early conversion there with the falling cider to the end lane. A lot of the times you can get that true depending on the level of dexterity your character has. Like Cassidy can get that, but looks like maybe not enough dexterity on Nyx to get that one quite true.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I was like, I know Cassidy's way up there on the dex. I don't think Nyx is nearly as close, but either way, yeah, I mean, even with the blaster's hand still getting kind of bodied right there, the fact that we're starting to see the scythe actually make a statement, though, is good for him. But as I said, you know, most of the damage he's been able to do has been on his blasters, which in that last stock couldn't do much. And now he's got a scythe in his hand. Already taking a little 3-piece combo. Another 2-piece right here as well.
Oh, okay, manages to get around that down air. Hexo trying to make something happen with this scythe. Tries to go for a read there with that recovery. It's not going to work. Goes for the dash jump reverse down air. Not going to catch MAK as well. Hexo was, you know, throwing things out, but just nothing's finding the mark. There you go, reverse there. An opportunity. Not going to be able to scoop. Wanted that D-light, and that turnaround is going to be huge for MAK. So much damage thrown onto Hexo, and this sidelight there might, not quite, but one more of those is all it takes for MAK to win this set 3-1 and come out the victor.
Oh, a little too late on the draw there to get that side air, but yeah, MAK not going to get it from that side of the stage, but it's one more for sure. Doesn't matter where on the stage at this point, just gets the side light to push it back, right back off. This time Gauntlets in hand, though. Hadouken, Shoryu.
Side
good. Custom Hadouken right there where you throw the weapon this time. I got a fireball for you right here. Uh-oh.
Okay, yeah, MAK just kind of thinking about how I'm going to get this final hit. Hexo trying to think about how am I going to clutch 2 stocks here. Right, tries to go for the recovery, almost gets punished for it. Good drift, though, to go ahead and avoid that recovery from the gauntlets, but man, you're struggling to get this final stock, and goes for the gravity cancel down sig. That's not going to work. Had to go for maybe a gravity cancel side light or jump side air or side sig, something that just had more horizontal movement, but the stationary pick was not the option there, and just like that, MAK is going to be your victor, winning the set 3-1 against Hexo, and they go ahead and fist bump it out.
I'm thinking he was definitely expecting to drift a little further into that stage, right? So
yeah,
he probably is expecting to want that center stage, so you're going to drift right on top of me, but no, he pulled that one back at the last second.